Welcome to the Golf Addiction. In today's video, we're here at Scarborough, Southcliffe. In 2016, it's held the English Amateur along with Ganton, as you've seen on our channel before. Excited as this is a new series in which we head to play a subscribers golf course. Today, kindly hosted by Neil, who's a member here, previous captain, and now on the greens committee. We're going to try and shoot as low as possible. Course record around here is 63. We're going to give it a good go. Let's see how we go on. So first hole here at Scarborough, Southcliffe. It's a fairly straightforward hole. The only thing you really need to be careful of is the water. There's a pond that cuts into the fairway, and for most golfers you're either going to need a lay up short of that, or like we did, try to take it on, go over it and just leave yourself a short chip into the green. It's 343 from the wide tees, which is the competition tees, which we're playing off today. And yeah, it was around 260 to carry the water slightly into the breeze. So you can see there, it was a good strike, just maybe slightly up the left-hand side. But it did leave us in an ideal position, really. Good view straight up the green. I just try to send this one in a little bit lower and just chase it up to that sort of middle back flag. Really nice shot, good contact, and about 6 foot for birdie. I read it as left to right, just didn't come back as much as I thought off that bunker, but good stroke. And a good strike, good par of the first. Nice, easy, stress-free par. The second hole is a dogleg to the right. We bushnelled straight up where you can see the floodlight. That's around 250 to that corner. So we pulled the hybrid out and just try to sort of peel it off that floodlight. And you can see from our body movement there, I was trying to get the ball to go right. It just didn't want to move. We thought it was all right. We've seen it bounce a couple of times, but as you can see, just ran out of room. Really firm conditions in the start of this year that we've had. As you can see as well, the course is presented immaculately. It looks amazing on the camera. So we chipped that one out, left ourselves with this little pitch in, around about 80 yards to a green that is quite severe. So Scarborough Southcliffe is a Dr. Alister MacKenzie design course, and it's a very sort of signature feature that he puts on a lot of his courses that he's designed. The greens are going to be severe. You'll see the sort of knuckles or knolls around the greens. It can be challenging. You really need to think where you're putting your ball. We hit a good putt on that green, just shaved the edge. Pace was good, got the feel already, and the greens again look immaculate, so no excuses on that front. Unfortunately, a bogey on that hole after needing to chip out, so 1 over after 2. Come to the third hole, 167 yards off this tee. It's a tiered green as well, so you don't want to be right at the front with this white flag that you see. Anything to the right is just going to go off towards the trouble where the gorse is. So I did favour the left-hand side, try to sort of slightly work it back into the breeze off the left-hand side as well. You can see it was a good strike, but it just didn't come back enough. We finished pin high, nice easy chip. Chip runs out, good distance, just didn't come back to the right, but nice easy tap in for the par. Only 266 from these wide tees. It looks fairly straightforward, but there's out of bounds to the left, there's gorse all up the right, and it all feeds down to the right, and again another sloping green. So we opted to try and just sting a fly in here just up the middle, just to leave a little chip shot into the green. Really played a nice shot there, as you can see on the tracer. It just left a short pitch into the green. So the green's severely left to right, so I've just tried to sort of play this, and you can see from the camera, playing it front left. I landed it not too far off where I wanted to. It was a little bit short, but it just kicked to the right. I need to throw it a little bit deeper into the green. And then again, the putt we knew it was going to be turning a lot uphill, left to right. Just cozied it up, a little bit tentative, but easy par. Then you got the fifth hole at Scarborough, and that for me is probably the best hole at Southcliffe. It's stunning. You can see it from the backdrop. Just out of the camera shot to the left is Scarborough town, and you sort of look over the bay and the North Sea. This is just all trouble up the left-hand side. There's out of bounds. There's obviously the cliff edge. You can see it's quite a friendly tee shot to the right. There's a little bit of room. There's pockets of sort of gorse and bushes that you need to avoid, but other than that, you're better off favouring the right-hand side. Good strike with my 7-iron, just to the back edge of the green. Left a fairly long putt for eagle. Big swinging over the sort of the top of the green there, and then it comes down in the second half of the putt. Put it up to about 4 feet, and then tidied it up for a nice birdie. Even par on the 6th tee, and the 6th hole is a tough hole. Luckily, we had the wind on our back playing this hole, but I can imagine if it was in the breeze, a lot of people would probably struggle to get there in 2. It's 450 yards off the back tees, the white tees, but you are pitching into an upslope as well. So I was trying downwind to send it over that slope, and then it sort of goes to the right. So I found the left-hand side, the fairway. This way is turned, the wind's off the coast, where we turn sort of on the dog leg. Try to sort of punch this one and hold it against the wind, so a little punch fade, but it just sort of stalled in the air. So really nice strike, just stalled in the air, come up just short of that bunker on the right hand side. Left a very easy chip, but probably a weakness of mine. This was loose. It was 4 or 5 yards off the green, and I left about a 10-12 foot putt for par. Really nice stroke, a little bit left to right, in the middle. Good save on that. That would have been a disappointing drop shot. And a really nice par 3. So you go up to the tee box, it's sort of set above the valley, and then there's a green again perched up the other side of the hill. Plays 177 off the white tees, so going now down off the left with the wind. Just try to sort of aim right of the flag. Anything left is going to feed back down, short left is going to feed down, leaves a really difficult up and down. Just send this a little bit too far when on the back fringe. I'm really just thinking, just trying to get this one to a tap in distance. It was actually on a really nice line, just a little bit short, but from where I was, I would take the tap in, stress free par. Also knowing that there's a par 5 coming up on the next hole as well. You've got a hole to the right, a hole to the left, so there's not any out of bounds to worry about, any hazards. A couple of bunkers on the right hand side, and then the sort of dotted around gorse bushes that you just need to avoid. But other than that, it was really just a very straightforward, simple tee shot. And then right on cue, I hit probably the worst tee shot I hit all day. So just sort of double crossed it. I wanted to just aim slightly left and peel it back. It is open over there, like I said, but unfortunately, this finished on a really severe sloping lie. It was a bit of a baseball sort of style swing. Knew it was going to go left. Wasn't a great strike. Came up short left, and making a bit of making an easy hole more difficult. Try to send the pitch up nice and high to try and get it to stop just off the back edge. Firm greens, but also again probably not a good enough contact. Another good putt from off the green. Left us about 2.5 foot for the par, and then tidied that up nicely. So disappointing 5 really. That's one that I look back on and go, that's one where I can pick up the shot. Maybe one where I've left out there from the tee shot. Okay, so 9th hole, again, so you've built your sort of score to this point hopefully, and you've done the 9th tee, wanting to turn under your handicap or under par like we're trying to do. 272 yards, not a long par 4 again, but again full of danger. So you've got out of bounds to the left, it is quite a long way left. You've got gorse bushes up the right, but then you've got the bunkers that are sort of guarding the green, and then you'll see when we get up to the green, it's a very interesting green. It's a 3-tier system, and very undulating. Thought it'd be enough to get all the way back there, but it didn't. I caught one of them bunkers that were guarding the green, and you can see it was just unfortunate where it finished. Tried to just chop it out and get it up onto that back tier where the flag was right at the back, but yeah, just caught that heavy foot, sort of started to give way as I made my swing. So long putt up 2 tiers, judged the break quite nicely off the right hand side. Good putt to save the par, but again another hole where I maybe look back on and go, on a different day I should be trying to at least give myself a good look at birdie on that hole. So the 10th hole, again another quite a difficult hole, this one par 4 but a longer par 4. Really nice strike, again walking after the tee shot, right down the middle. I was trying to sort of cut the corner on that tee shot to try and shorten it. There was up the right hand side, other than them gorse bushes, there was not too much trouble, and like I said, I really wanted to avoid the out of bounds on the left hand side, so it did finish just in the right rough, but it's actually where I was sort of playing for. Up and over the trees that guarding it from this angle, 52-degree wedge it was. Try to get it all the way back onto the onto that back tier, because I did see that it was a white flag. To about 15-18 feet, downhill, swinging from the right. It wasn't one that I could really go out, to be honest. Quite quick down that hill, and again, big breaker. So tap in 4, stress free. So the 11th, again, another tricky one. So there's a bit of a tricky stretch there. After you play the par 5, 8th, and then the gettable 9th, you've got 10 and 11 that are 2 tricky holes over 400 yards. The 11th here in particular, 447 yards. It goes up and to the left, so it probably plays longer, especially on the second shot. Out of bounds and all the bushes to the left, just as you see from the tee box, and then on the right hand side again, sort of scattering of gorse bushes and trouble. This one I've just taken it at the small bushes on the right hand side, just try to draw it back. It just didn't come back enough. Wind was off the left hand side and it just held the ball out. Really nice strike though, good shot. Right up against this tree, I'm needing to aim sort of 30 yards left the green and try and play a big fade. The wind was sort of helping me off that left hand side, and I managed to get it just short left of the green. So short left, chipping up the green. It's quite a steep slope at the front of that green, and then also the green goes from left to right. The chip was a little bit aggressive, went just long and left, which left a little downhill slider for the par. 12th hole's really inviting. For me, is a draw of the ball and the wind off the right hand side. 3-3-4 from the white tees. I felt if I had made good contact with the driver, I could get it there. So I'm just aiming inside the 2 bunkers on the right hand side, and then trying to get it high and coming back. Thought we'd have a look. It just went up the front edge of the green and then came back down that slope. So we almost got it there, but not a bad place to miss either. Got this nice lie, chipping back up the hill. It wasn't a great chip again. A little bit where my right hand side I feel just tucks in, and the strike wasn't great, which is what I was saying there. Left me about 6 to 8 feet up the hill for the birdie. Lipped out. I mean, I hit a good putt to be honest, but maybe just a fraction firm, but exactly what I wanted to. I just don't think it turned as much as I was expecting. Again, another one that I'll probably look back on and think that I've left a shot out there, but still even par walking to the 13th tee. 13th, because of the wind's on our back at this point, and again, beautiful warm sunny day, so it is going quite far. It's a blind tee shot if you are going for the green, so as you see it in the background above the sort of tree line in the distance, there's a sort of object that stands tall. You want to be sort of 20 yards left of that if you are going for the green. If not, you could just lay it up with an iron and play as a 2-shotter. Just left this one out a little bit to the right, which is going to leave a really tricky second shot. As you can see here, you've got the bunker short right. The flag's in the middle, so we've got a little bit of room, maybe 15 feet from the back of that bunker to the hole. We're coming out the rough, and I don't typically get a lot of spin. I'm just trying to really send this one high and try and land it as soft as possible. And I landed it just over that bunker, played it really nice, and it went past the hole about 10 feet, but it meant I was putting back up the hill. I think if I played that with 50 shots, I don't think I'd have got it any closer. And then you can see this one swings a lot. I think it was going to be about 4 foot past if it missed, but hit right in the middle, jumped up and went in to take us 1 under. 14th hole, par 3, 149, should be a very straightforward hole. Quite inviting, nice flag position, wind slightly into off the left hand side, nothing major, just a little wedge that I was going with. You can see here I got so far inside, got stuck, and just threw that out to the right. Didn't manage to save it with hands. Really bad swing. I actually finished where the next tee box is. You can see again the Dr. Alister MacKenzie style sort of knuckles that we spoke about earlier, protecting the green. So again, I need to throw it up, try and get it to stop very quickly. It's all running away from me, not much going for me. This is probably the best shot hit of the day. So really good contact, landed it just on top of that hill, released it out, and then put it to about 6 inches. A stress-free par in the end. Certainly wasn't stress-free with the chip shot. So 15th tee, you can see from the previous hole that we played, I was just left of this tee box as we're looking now, so very close to them sort of bushes, and what left that tricky chip. But 15th, 382 off this tee, the white tee, and it's going round to the left hand side, dog leg to the left. You can maybe take drive if you're being super aggressive. The trees in the distance are around 260, 270, so you would need to turn it around there if you're a longer hitter. I opted for just a punch 4-iron. A little bit turny, it wasn't the best shot, to be honest. And then the fairway sort of slopes that way, so it fed down and went into the rough and left me with a bit of an awkward stance, even though it was only a short shot into the green. So good contact coming off that slope. Again, out the rough, and especially with that stance, it's always just going to keep travelling. It's not going to land soft. Ball above your feet, more of a baseball swing. It's going to be landing with a little bit more topspin. So we left out 30 foot for birdie. Down the hill, quite a quick putt. And you can see this one just keeps going. Really nice line. And again, a tap in par. I would say that's probably, looking back at this round, one of the sort of strengths or positives to take from the round was my pace putting was really good. 16th, par 5, very unusual play for me. So par 5s, as you know, if you watch the channel, I like taking on par 5, so I'll usually get the driver out or send something as far down as possible and try and leave myself a short shot into the green. 5-3-1, very reachable. Wind sort of down off the left hand side over the left shoulder, but there's a very well placed ditch that runs across the green. Also help with the drainage that throughout the sort of winter months. So good design feature from the club. Like I say, for me, I could have maybe went with more clubby. I took the iron. I should have went with maybe the hybrid and push it a little bit further up, but went with the iron just for safety. Up the right hand side, try to sort of draw one round. If you are ever watching back your swing and you're trying to make improvements to your game, you can see here the green is where the tree line on the right hand side sort of comes down from the hills. The last sort of trees that you see, the green is on that line, so right at the bottom of where it comes down on that right hand side, that's where the green is. You can see where my feet are aiming. So far to the right, it's either just been super defensive because it's out of bounds left, or I'm trying to hit a hook. Now I wasn't trying to do either of them really, I was actually taking it on. It's a 3-wood. I was trying to aim at the right hand side of the green, and then with a little draw. Really poor alignment. I just hit a snap hook, and to be honest, very fortunate. I was going straight out of bounds. It hit straight into the tree and dropped down. So big break on the 16th hole. Again, don't want to go left. Hit a nice shot just past the hole, about 15 feet away, and then downhill. Pretty straight putt. And drained it. So somehow walked away with a birdie, very undeserving birdie on that one for sure. Then the 17th hole, this is a bit of a card wrecker. I would say for most amateur golfers, myself included, stood on here 2 under, 211 yards. Anything to the right is feeding down. It's a really narrow green. Left is internal out of bounds, as you can see. Tricky hole. So I was going with a big 5-iron here. Just try to sort of punch draw it against the hill. Wind slightly off the right. Hit a really nice shot, and it just sort of gathered onto the green to, again, about 30 foot away. We were talking about this one for quite a long time. Just while waiting for the group in front to clear with Neil and Jim. This green, because of the trees in the background, doesn't get as much sunlight, so it's one that they say is maybe not the best green on the course. I was looking at it, just trying to, again, see if I could get it inside that 10% range, and I was walking that one in the end. I thought it was right in the middle, and it just turned away from me. Humbled. And then a beautiful finishing hole, so tee box right back in the trees, framed really nicely, par 5. You can, if you're coming up here with a score, you're thinking, okay, let's take it on and try and push and get one more out of it. But there is trouble. Trees all up the right hand side. You've got out of bounds on the left hand side. You've got thick rough on the left hand side. You've got fairway bunkers. So it's a bit of a risk and reward. Again, another feature that I really like about the golf course. I decided to take it on with the driver. Really nice shot. Long iron into the green. I think it was about a 6-iron I was hitting. Again, you can see I got a little bit stuck on that, really try to save that with my hands, and it just came up just short right. Long putt from off the green again, that had worked well for me throughout the day, and again, fantastic long putt to about 3 feet, tied it up nicely, and it was 3 under off the white tees. Speaking of kneeling, gym before going out, I usually play the break par challenges, as you know if you watch the channel, off the yellow tees, but they were really keen for me to play off the competition tee, so I took it on, and to shoot 3 under around the course I'd not played before in front of the members was really good, really happy with that round. Also take this opportunity to sort of announce that we've made a partnership with Southcliffe, and we're going to be running a series starting pretty soon till the end of the year. We're going to do a DeChambeau challenge. So we're going to go off the forward tees, which is the red tees at Southcliffe, and we're going to try and shoot as low as possible. We're going to do a few episodes of that and see what's the lowest score we can get. But yeah, to summarise today's video, really nice golf course. If you are in the Scarborough area, it's a great sort of place for a golf trip. You've got Ganton just up the road, there's other nice courses around about, and Scarborough, Southcliffe, as you've seen today, is in phenomenal condition. Really nice course. Friendly if you're a high handicapper in places, but also challenging if you are a low handicapper trying to, shoot a score. Really happy with the video. Hope you were too. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Really pushing towards the 1,000 subscriber mark. And yeah, we'll keep on pushing out the videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.